everybody. It's Troy Battles, the CEO and partner of Life Science Publishing, and I've got Lindsay Teague Moreno. Listen,
that was a good Oprah.
It was a good Oprah, wasn't it? I have been golfing with her. We can shop.
We can.
We have been to the Super Bowl. I have had memories with this girl. I love this girl.
We've been around.
But most of all, I have so much respect for her. She is just such a great businesswoman, such a great mom, such a great wife. And the reason I wanted to do this was to talk about all of our experiences because it helps me as well as it helping you. So we'll just jump in. Are you
Hold
ready?
on, I'm going to get you right here.
What was it?
Just mascara. You're good. Okay, good.
She fixed it.
Camera loves you.
Thank you. So, I don't know. You've been in business 5 years now, Young Living, right?
5 years, yeah.
I know you've worked other places before that, became a mom, and then Young Living. As a woman in business, what have you found that's been challenging to overcome? Because there's different scenarios in each situation.
Yeah.
And we all face it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so balance is hard. Being
is.
a mom and being a work-at-home mom is really difficult. It just adds more onto the craziness that already is young kids. And so that was hard, but I have a really good partner who helped with the kids, right?
Yeah.
So when I was like, hey, look, this is just what I really need, he stepped up and was like, okay, as soon as I get home from work, I'll take them. And then as soon as we started working together, he really does do all the stuff for the girls that I could ever need. And for me, that's as valuable as anything else, right? Just to have them be with him rather than, a babysitter or a nanny or whatever. I would rather him, of course. So that works really well for us. I actually think that the most difficult thing about my business is actually internal fighting, that girls do. Mm-hmm. Girls in business tend to try to rip each other apart because we always feel like whatever someone is doing, they're doing it at us rather than doing it for themselves, right? And so that tendency to look through that lens of that person is writing a new book at me, right? Mm-hmm. And it says something about what I'm not doing. Instead of encouraging each other, we start to compete with each other, right? Mm-hmm. And that I think is actually the hardest part about doing business. At least my business. It's really difficult to get people to realize that what I do is never at someone else and what they do is not at me. And I have a tendency to believe that, right? I do it with things that are not business too, like homeroom moms or homeroom momming at me, right? And it's just my own insecurity about not being a good enough mom, right? Mm-hmm. It's my own insecurity. It's my own thing.
And we all have them.
And we do all have them. But I tend to take that on really personally, and I try to deflect that rather than realize it's my own issue and deal with it. I put it on somebody else,
right.
And that's difficult. It's really hard.
It is, and sometimes we don't realize we're all in this together. So let's have fun and do it together, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm more that type. I'm like, let's just work together and have some fun while we do it. And so, but I agree because I've run into that as well. So
it's tough.
That's a good message of just learning to work together as women and pull each other up, not down.
Yes.
I mean, basically that's it.